Gender stereotypes. Women are supposed to stay home and take care of the family while men go out to work. When it comes to sports, girls aren't really encouraged to play sports, while boys are encouraged and are given more funding than women's sports are. Continue watching as I discuss this topic with my peers. What do you think men and women, what do you think the roles are put on them by society?
Oh, so stereotypes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I feel like ladies or girls have to, put on face and makeup to look nice, or they do laundry or, house things, right?
Yeah.
Like, they're stationed in the house.
Also, there's a stereotype of generally all women are feminists, which, and all men aren't. And there's also the stereotype that all the men are working, which I think
It's improving because, today in society, there are a lot of women working, so
it is, and there's a lot of feminists who are
Yeah.
men.
Oh, yeah.
But I think, obviously, there are stereotypical roles placed on all of us, so.
Yeah, I agree with all of this. So how do you guys think the roles have changed over the years, and what do you think made them change?
I definitely
I mean, yeah, we had riots and there was this Women's Act and everything, and that definitely changed the way people think of women. It's definitely improved, but I'm not saying it's gone. People still think that way.
Yeah.
The whole women's suffrage
Yeah.
movement. I think it was movement.
I
don't
think,
know.
yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know the name.
That whole era was really important for changing the way society sees women and the way we work. And I think that was important also 100 years ago about we were allowed to start voting. So I think there are a lot of ways that we've changed over time to become equal. Well, almost equal, but
It's getting better.
somewhat.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely getting better. There's a lot more
Acceptance, I guess.
acceptance, women in jobs, which is good. So.
Yeah. So you mentioned almost equal, so how the pay is still unequal.
Yes.
How do you think what do you think it's gonna take for that to change?
It's gonna take a lot.
A lot of mindset.
A lot.
How people are fixed on the idea how women should have paid less than men because men are powerful. That's how people think.
Right.
So there's still a good percentage of people who think like that. So it's going to be tough to push that out.
Yeah, and people don't realize that women and men are doing the same job, but just based on gender, they're just getting paid less even though they're doing the same exact work. So yeah.
I agree with all that.
Yeah.
I mean, there's kind of a stereotype where you go into work that women are, that's kind of a gender role, I guess, too, that women are going to work less and they aren't going to put as much effort towards as men. But that might be the reason there's a gap. I truly don't understand. But.
Yeah. So where do you guys think this idea, this way of thinking came from, and how have we let it stick around basically?
So I think, to be honest, I feel since people have that thinking that women give life and women birth life and men actually give life, women seem weaker than men. So it shouldn't be that way. That's where the idea came from.
No, I think also the idea of the fact that if you look at earlier times, when we were setting up colonies and stuff, women were staying at home and they were taking care of the home, and that kind of just was passed on.
Yeah.
And I think our generation is really the one to change that, and we're really the people that switches the roles.
Yeah.
But I think that's really how it changes, and who started it is truly just time, I guess.
Yeah.
It was truly just what they thought was right for them.
So do you think gender roles affect you in any way, in just in school, or have you noticed your parents or anything like that?
It's mostly just peer pressure, and for us girls, it's a problem because we always care about how we look, and it's more, and even sometimes guys tell girls oh, you look.
Yeah.
How they look. Yeah.
I've gotten told.
Yeah.
Someone asked me if I was sick the other day because I wasn't wearing makeup, and I don't know. It's just there's things that they don't realize are stereotypical things to say
Yeah.
against us that truly are. And I think that's just, it's ignorance that truly is what brings on.
And
gender
sometimes I
wars.
feel like some people think that we do makeup and we dress up for like another gender or just to get popular, but sometimes it's just for our own self. Like
Yeah.
it's to feel good on the inside and the out.
Right.
So.
Yeah, that we don't necessarily do it for anyone else.
Exactly.
And it's like our choice
Yeah.
whether or not we want to put on makeup or dress a certain way. Yeah. All right. Any final thoughts?
I just hope when I start working I get paid the same.
Yeah.
Hopefully all the roles are just like switched to the other side.
Yeah.
And I hope like women are just treated fairly and equally as time goes by and they're
Yeah.
just, yeah.
It's just gonna take time.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys.
You're welcome.
Thank you.